not good to be tight, but you can use a lot of the balance where you can still learn to use your wrists and your fingers where it's not.
I find myself for endurance and for speed, I find myself pounding and needs to stop pounding. Stop pounding.
If you
You know
really,
what I mean?
if you want to endure,
Right,
you have to
exactly.
work less.
You gotta work less. Of course, yeah, you gotta put
Right.
less effort into what you're doing.
Yeah.
So subsequently you can get more length out of it.
And of course,
More
working
distance.
harder is going to cause you to get
Travel
tight.
more distance.
And you could also get more power and you get more speed.
Speed, yes, oh yeah,
And you
true.
won't get as tight because you're not.
Yeah,
So,
well,
so what we're
especially-
talking about here is tension management.
yeah,
Yeah,
essentially, yeah,
Because we have to use a certain amount of tension to play with. That's how our muscles work.
yeah,
They don't flex unless you tense them, and then
yeah.
you have to release the tension and relax them. So it's a tension relax cycle that the muscle goes through, and it replenishes its energy that way.
Yeah.
So if you keep your tension level below a certain threshold, the tank will not run out. It's sort of like a bathtub. You're filling your muscles recouping. Your relaxation is filling the bathtub up, and your tension is the draining the water.
Yeah.
So if the drain is working faster than the faucet, the
You're
pump
gonna
is
be
going to
dry,
get empty.
yeah.
However, if you stay relaxed, you can stay tense to a point, but if you stay underneath that threshold, you can continue to play without ever breaking the tension to the point where it depletes your energy, and that's what makes you endure. You know, that's the concept of it.
Yeah.
So we want to use minimal tension for that reason.
If the pad's doing more of the work, and your muscles aren't having to. I mean, if you're controlling.
Well, that's the other thing. There's two things. One is the tension helps us not use as much of our own energy, and then also the pad. We use the pad energy also to replace some of that energy.
Right.
So there's two things. Not only is the pad giving us energy to work with, but we're also learning to use less of our energy as well.
Yeah.
It's twofold.
Yeah, you the least amount of energy with the most amount of product.
All right. So let's talk scientifically how that happens.
Yeah.
All right. But I wanted to get to what your problem is when you're losing your balance point. The reason you're losing your balance point is because you're not following the stick. It sort of says the stick wants to go to 3rd Avenue and you want to go to 2nd Avenue.
Alright.
So
the stick is
stick
ahead of
says,
you,
okay, I'll see you later.
I like that one.
The stick is ahead of me, yeah. Alright.
It's not ahead of you. It wants to go where it wants to go, and you don't know where it wants to go, and you think, and so you're guiding to where you think it should go. So you're having a conflict of interest.
Right, I'm fighting with the stick, in other words.
Yeah.
I'm fighting the stick from doing what it wants
to do. So we have to learn what it wants to do, and so then we can control it. Because once we know what it wants to do, then we can add our own influence.
Yeah, and it'll be your own. I mean, everybody's different. I mean, that's what I say with the fulcrum thing. I mean, for some, I see some people playing way here. To me.
Well, you want to play from the balance point, which gives you the most
action,
energy back.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to stay in your balance point. So the fulcrum is not in your hand. It's not here.
No, it's in the drumstick.
Where'd you get these people? Right. So this is the fulcrum.
Yeah.
And the stick wants to turn in a certain way. You want to get a perfect rotation out of the stick. That's what you want it to do. So you have to train your hand to move the way the stick is in the same direction, and you want to train your hand not to put pressure to attenuate the energy that it's giving you. So the less tension you put on it, the more energy it's going to give you. Right? So you have to learn how to follow it, because if you don't follow the stick, look, it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Because I'm in the balance point,
right,
and I'm letting the stick go where it wants.
Okay.
So I have to learn to let my hand do the same thing.
I see, said the blind man. Yes, I think I see, said the blind man.
I'm just slow learner, man.
Alan.
Yeah. There you go.
Is that it?
That's it. However, now we have to talk about the form. Now that you understand how to bounce it. So you're using your thumb a lot
Am I?
to play with. It's not that that's
Thank you.
wrong. I wanna use my wrist,
Okay,
alright, so I don't wanna
Yeah.
use the thumb.
okay,
I wanna stay in contact here.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
So in other words,
Look.
all the action is between these two fingers.
No,
and
all the
your
action